It is a gorgeous spring evening here in beautiful downtown Pittsburgh. The Riverhounds, 4-3-2, hope to continue their three-game league winning streak tonight as they take on Louisville City FC, who are 3-1-3. Welcome everybody to Highmark Stadium. The Hounds, who enter the contest on a three-match shutout streak, are in third position with 14 points. Louisville sits in fourth with 12. Hello everybody. Ari Shannock alongside former U.S. national soccer team goalkeeper Winston Dubose. And Winston, the player to watch for Louisville, George Davis IV. He's a good one.
Yeah, George Davis has done a good job. He comes from Orlando City, and he followed James Conner over to Louisville. Ladies and gentlemen, we would ask you to please.
Yeah, George, 3 goals this season, 13 shots, 10 on target. He is a playmaker. And for the Riverhounds, Corey Herzog, he has been a force.
Yeah, Corey's done a great job this year. He's 4th in USL scoring, and he's out of Pittsburgh's 11 goals, he has 5 of them. So they're depending on him strongly tonight to notch a couple.
And Louisville, 3 wins this season, only 1 defeat. We talked about George Davis IV, but Winston, they have plenty of weapons in this lineup.
I think they do. I think OMB is a very good player, likes to surge forward past Luke Spencer, getting in the penalty area. Also, Mark Anthony Kay does the same on the left-hand side.
And for the Riverhounds, 3 clean sheets in a row, all anchored by goalkeeper Trey Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell's done a great job. He's .71 right now. Having said that, he's part of the MLS pool for goalkeepers. He's doing a very good job, but they are eliminating silly mistakes, according to Dave Brandt. Makes a big difference when you do that.
The Hounds looking for their 4th straight win. That would be the longest winning streak since 2013. The Steel Army is ready as they're boating by the Highmark Stadium on a beautiful night here in Pittsburgh.
With hundreds and hundreds of pre-owned vehicles for every budget, Number One Cochran is the one and only place you need to shop.
More used cars, more ways to buy them. Shop Cochran.com now.
Through the years, you've done right by investing in your home. And now, you can use that equity to borrow money for the things you need. With a low 1.99% APR and no fees, you can apply for a home equity loan online and use the money to upgrade to that minivan, make home improvements, or finance college. At Clearview, we can help you find ways to use the equity in your home for more important reasons. Let us help. Visit us online for more information. Clearview Federal Credit Union, the next generation of personal banking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How many times have you done it before? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. You got 50 seconds. You have to stay here for a little bit.
Hold for that.
Yeah.
Call 412 Doctors for an appointment with a sports medicine specialist at Allegheny Health Network.
Stay low. Stay low. Change of speed. Change of speed. Explode. Explode. Trust it. Very nice. Very nice.
Call 412 Doctors for an appointment with an orthopedic specialist at Allegheny Health Network.
You could spend lots of time searching lots of used car websites. Or just visit Cochran.com to see lots and lots of vehicles.
More used cars, more ways to buy them. Shop Cochran.com now.
And welcome back to beautiful Highmark Stadium, which opened in 2013. All time, the Riverhounds 23-23-16 in league play here at Highmark Stadium. They are 1-2-2 all time against Louisville. Last win, Winston, came way back in August of 2015.
Yeah, It's a big game for both teams, and a lot of people discount games early in the season. You're about a third of the way through. They throw those games away. Oh, it's a bad game, or we can do a little bit better. These games that you win early on make all the difference in the world the last 2, 3, 4 weeks of the season when you're going for playoff positioning and such. So this is a very, very important game. Louisville's in a nice position, 4th in the league. However, they have 3 games in hand on the Rowdies, and Tampa has 20 points. Louisville has 12. They win 3 games, and they're in the driver's seat, so to speak. But it's not going to be easy. Pittsburgh's been doing a great job, winning 3 straight games, 1-0. I mean, they have to feel very confident about their defense, and I think that's where you build teams. I kind of think it's the most important part of a team. You win championships with defense.
That great coaching matchup. Head coach James O'Connor for Louisville City has led his team to 2 USL Eastern Conference Finals. He became the first head coach of all time for this Louisville team of the USL back in 2014. And Dave Brandt from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, took over 8 games into the 2016 season, his first pro coaching stint, as we are underway after 7 seasons at Navy. What a bio for Coach Brandt, fastest coach in NCAA history to reach the 200-win mark. You can go on and on. Fastest coach to achieve that. Won 6 Division III national championships at Messiah College and coached 7 seasons at Navy.
Yeah, that's obviously that's the reason why he kind of likes why he likes Greenspan, because Greenspan is a Naval Academy graduate. So I think the whole Pittsburgh area and the Riverhound fans should be very proud of that fact.
Yeah, and Joe played for Coach Brandt 4 seasons at Navy. Greenspan, an All-American junior and senior season. And appropriately, we're talking about Joe and his attending Navy because it is Military Appreciation Night here in Pittsburgh. You see the camouflage jerseys worn by the Riverhounds. You like this look?
I mean, I think the looks are totally appropriate. It's Military Appreciation Night. I think a lot of the clubs in USL are on board with that, and they're doing those in their individual cities.
Taylor Washington, here's Victor Solto. Far side. And a chance right outside the box. Good look here, but it tapped away by Louisville.
I think you're going to see a lot of there's going to be a lot of play in between the boxes tonight, Ari. I think there's going to be a lot of possession by both teams. Both teams have a good defense. I happened to watch Louisville last Saturday night against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. They did, they played very well. Although they lost 2-0, they lost to 2 very, very good goals.
And here's Louisville Oscar Jimenez, 5'8" midfielder. As he punches it into the offensive end. A long ball lead far side, tracked down by Ownby. You're very impressed with this kid. There's the cross, but Solto is there to knock it away. Back in towards the box, a header. Sails to the left of the goal and past Mitchell.
You can see they like to sit in. They like to sit in, and I think we're going to be looking at the replay here. There's a nice ball in.
Yeah, by Kyle Smith.
Mm-hmm. And good defending, very, very good defending by Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Mark Anthony Kay, the midfielder, was there with the header, and a corner kick upcoming will be taken by Oscar Jimenez out of Mount Vernon, Washington. With the left foot, headed away by the Riverhounds, and that was Lalas Abubakar from Ghana, a recent addition on loan from Columbus Crew. Now, one of a few players, Winston, that the Hounds have added on loan from the Crew.
Yeah, they have a good relationship with Columbus Crew. Unfortunately, they have some injuries. They had some injuries early on. They actually have 3 players on loan from Columbus: Hollingsworth, Abubakar, and they also have
that young man right there, Connor Maloney.
Yeah, and Maloney, who just came on board They just signed him on loan yesterday.
Over midfield on the attack. Here come the Riverhounds. Played towards the goal. Far post will be tracked down easily there by Dobrovolsky, the 6'2", 195-pound goalkeeper out of Rockford, Illinois. He attended Loyola University in Chicago. He's conceded 5 goals, has faced 20 shots, 15 saves, and 2 clean sheets for Dobrovolsky.
Yeah, he's done a good job. Actually, he came up with Save of the Week for USL across the whole country. It was a double save against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And, he showed his athleticism, definitely getting up quickly for the second save. They have 2 good goalkeepers here in Louisville. So, he's gonna. That's definitely gonna keep both. Just gonna keep him on his toes. That's for sure.
Yeah, he has 2 USL saves of the week this season, as voted by USL fans around the country. And that other good goalie you talked about, Ranjit Singh, who was had a hip flexor injury in the first game, had 13 shutouts last season for Louisville. So you talked about the depth there. That's a luxury.
Yeah, James O'Connor played a lot in the English League. He played over 500 games, as a matter of fact, and he's, I'm sure he's a big proponent of a nice, solid defense. You're going to see this. You're going to see a good, strong defense from Louisville, and you're going to see, obviously, Mitchell with the ball at his feet. Really should be a good defensive battle from Pittsburgh as well.
And Mitchell with his 3-match shutout streak. And the Riverhounds, that's the longest since 2011. 4 would be the longest in franchise history since the current version of the USL began play in 2011. And here's Greenspan. Military Appreciation Night, 4 seasons playing for Navy.
Yeah, he did his 2 years deployment, and right now he's on reserve duty. How many years, I'm not really sure from a technical point of view, but I mean, it's great to have him. Great to have him here. I'm sure Dave Rant loves having him on the team, and he's a big leader at the back there.
Out of Westfield, New Jersey, Greenspan named to USL Team of the Week twice this month already. Greenspan, 37 clearances, 17 tackles, and deserves an enormous amount of credit for the 3 clean sheets. There's a cross and a goal. Louisville City on the board right after we mentioned the 3 straight shutouts, Winston, and they get the first goal here early on.
I think I talked about Owenby already before. I think Owenby gets the ball at his foot. They've been knocking it to him a lot early on, and it was really just merely a simple tap in. I need to see the replay. It looks like the defensive player actually slipped. There he is, Owenby. He's gotten deep into the penalty area as well. Crossed it. I'm not sure how in the world he lost his marker, but it looked like maybe the Pittsburgh defender might have slipped down. That's the early doors.
And Luke Spencer, his 2nd goal of the season. And your man, you talked about him before in pregame, Brian Ownby. That is his actually first assist of the season, but he does so much for this team. 17 crosses he came into the action with. He has a goal, 76% passing accuracy. Ownby out of Glen Allen, Virginia, and the University of Virginia. So that didn't take long. 3 shutouts in a row, and Louisville scores in the 7th minute.
Long time to go, Ari. Long time to go. Sometimes it's funny in soccer. You score early, and it's a good thing, right? I mean, it's never a bad thing to score early, but you think, oh gosh, here we go. Then the other team settles down, and you get your opportunity a few minutes later, and you score. All of a sudden, it's a 1-1 game. It's only 10 minutes gone. A lot of things like that happen too.
Riverhounds on the attack here. Just outside of the box, here's Taylor Washington. Very quick player. The cross to the far side, and seizing it out of the net is Dobrovolsky. What's the psyche of a goalie when he gives up a quick goal? Not that he gave it up, but Winston, with your incredible experience as a goalkeeper.
Oh, I really shouldn't bother Trey Mitchell at all. I mean, you would be upset about it, but I'm saying he shouldn't. It wasn't like the ball went through his hands, over his head, missed a cross, missed a punch. I mean, it was well executed. They got deep in the penalty area. Somehow, Spencer just lost his marker, and it's a simple tap in. There's nothing much the goalkeeper could do about it. I think you just need to, what you want to do right now is make sure that they don't score another one in the next 5 minutes. In soccer, very vulnerable. 5 minutes after a goal is scored, very vulnerable to get scored on again or to score. So Louisville's saying we got to keep it tight the next 5. We don't want anybody, we don't want anything to happen. Give them any opportunities. And Pittsburgh saying the same thing. We don't want to have this happen again immediately.
And Louisville's been very strong this season. Their first loss of the year. They suffered it last week at Tampa. Here come the Hounds. Smooth move there by Captain Kevin Kerr.
Good player. I mean, Kevin Kerr's played 5 seasons for Pittsburgh. I mean, he has over 100+ games for him. So he's one of their leaders, definitely, and he's the captain, and he's big leader for this team.
And you see that maneuverability. He is tied for 3rd in the USL with 19 chances generated. As the Hounds hope that Kevin Kerr can get something started here. He's 7th in history with 20 goals. One more goal for Kerr. He'll move up to the 6th all-time position in Riverhound history. There's Morad. Marshall Hollingsworth. We had a foul call, but the Hounds with Victor Solto from São Paulo, Brazil. And now coming up to play it is Lalas Abubakar. Talented player on loan from Columbus Crew.
Strong guy at the back from Columbus. 5th in the MLS Super Draft. Strong guy.
Yeah, 5th overall.
And getting experience playing at this level too. That's what the great relationship that Pittsburgh and Columbus has. Obviously, there's 3 players from Columbus Crew here getting experience. That's what coaches want. I mean, if they're not going to play in the first team, farm them out, allow them to go on loan in another competitive league and get them experience. There's nothing better than what's going on right here, right now, for these guys.
Yeah, it's hard to simulate that game experience in practice.
No, cannot do it. It's impossible.
A free kick sent into the far side of the box and headed away in the air collision. It will go Louisville's way. Dobrovolsky. Good size, 6'2", 195-pounder. One 0 Louisville. Sends it deep downfield and headed back into the other box where Trey Mitchell, his counterpart, will handle it and get it out to Abubakar. Lalas played at Dayton University, but as Winston mentioned, 5th overall selection in the 2017 Super Draft. Louisville looking to attack again. They lead it 1-0. Goal scored by Luke Spencer. His 2nd of the season. Near takeaway. Louisville keeps it in. The cross. And headed but captured by Trey Mitchell. So another scoring opportunity by Louisville. Trey Mitchell, 2016 MLS League Pool goalkeeper, was signed with the LA Galaxy back in 2015. Trained mainly with Sporting KC during that pool play. And he's tied for the USL lead in shutouts with 3. Shutouts over Harrisburg, Toronto, and Ottawa this season. Speaking of Ottawa, the Penguins tied up their series in the conference finals. Yeah,
tough
2-2.
one, Ari. I'll tell you what, that's a bone crusher. Pittsburgh and Ottawa. That is that's Stanley Cup. It's Stanley Cup stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah, terrific action, and that series comes back to Pittsburgh tomorrow afternoon with a score tied at 2 games apiece. And there is Herzog, 4th in the USL with those 5 goals. He was a 2nd team all-league player last season. Five goals. His past 3, Winston, have been headers and all game-winning goals.
Yeah, well, right now they're having kind of a hard time picking them out up front. There's, as you can see right now, there's no forwards on the back four against Louisville. I don't think that's by design. You got to get players running past Louisville's back 4 in order to put pressure. On them, defenders hate running towards their own goal, and there's only good things that are going to happen when the team either can knock it over the top or at feet accurately to their forwards and get the defenders turning towards their own goal. They do not like that.
There's a lead pass. And pressure put on, having to slide and dive and capture that one. Coming out was Dobrowolski as he was under pressure.
Yep, he did. Ari did a good job. That's what I'm talking about. Accurately playing balls to people's feet or in space. But you got to get defenders turning. There you go.
Here come the Hounds. Beautiful pass, but just slid tackle away. Nice play. Louisville, and a long ball, long lead. And heading it back to Mitchell was Abubakar. And here's Greenspan. The Hounds will look to counterattack here. Middle of the field, Solto. They push it ahead here to the perimeter.
And Solto scored a goal. That's the type of things you need to do. He scored a goal May 3rd against Toronto, 30-yard crackerjack. That's kind of what you expect and what you need from your midfield players. You can't expect Herzog to score 45% of your goals. One person to score that many of your goals. It's great, but it's pretty simple to defend. You put your best defender on them and you don't let them turn. Give them very little space.
Here's Spencer. Has the lone goal here tonight.
You'll see right there, 8 and 36. You'll see a Ben and Del Piccolo right there. They play in front of the back 4, do a good job, keep it nice and tight in the midfield, allow the right and left backs to get forward.
Louisville, constant pressure here, the beginning of this one. Relentless activity. Coach O'Connor has to be pleased.
Well, I think you summed it up. There's a lot of activity already going on, but quality, the quality cross came from Owenby, and he finished and Spencer finished it off. However, what I'm saying is that you're looking, you want to get that final call just there, just like that. The left back knocking the ball in needs to do a little bit better job getting it linking up quicker and more accurately. The whole, your whole momentum going forward slows down a little bit. So you really want all of the play that you have or possession you have, you want to, that should equal, has to equal opportunities. If it isn't, you're not going to score.
There's a nice play in the air by Connor Maloney. Third-round pick by Columbus in the 2017 Super Draft. Three-time first-team All-Big Ten at Penn State. Maloney in his first appearance here with the Hounds. On loan from the Crew.
It's like a corner kick. They've been going down that right-hand side quite a bit, haven't they? It looks to me like they're trying to expose the the left side of the Pittsburgh defense.
Yeah, they've had numerous attacks begun from that side. And a corner kick upcoming here for Jimenez, who's created 12 chances this season with the left foot. Puts it in front and in the air, knocked away. Right back to Jimenez. And long cross run down here near side. Good defensive positioning here for the Hounds. They force Louisville to kick it back to midfield. George Davis, the fourth. That header will go right back to Trey Mitchell. And you see the locomotive in the background in this very unique and beautiful stadium. Highmark Stadium opened in 2013.
Beautiful setting. Beautiful setting.
Right on the banks of the Monongahela River. Just gorgeous. And Louisville, again, here they come. This time from the left side. That is knocked away. The attempt from Davis to put it out in front. Good movement. This is Stevan Okai out of Ghana, number 7. 3 caps, 190 minutes here this season. 2 tackles, couple clearances. Good crowd on hand. Both fan bases represented well here. Some Louisville fans made the trip up. And Pittsburgh with their Steel Army, certainly one of the best fan bases in the USL. Crowd hooting it up a little bit. Trying to get their Hounds going here, trailing 1-0.
And neither team is giving each other a lot of time and space on the ball. You got to go all the way to the back 4 to have any kind of space. They're not being able to find a lot of time and space in the midfield. You can see that in between the 2 penalty areas, a lot of passing, but there's not a lot of quality. There's not. What I mean by that, there's not 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 passes in the midfield, then springing the forward, getting the ball out wide, knocking it up to the center forward, letting them hold it. It's kind of tight in there.
Pittsburgh trying to create some space and some chances. Beautiful move in the box. And that ball sent down front. Greenspan is there with his good length, trying to run it down. Shot in on goal, and a save by Mitchell. A long shot, well out of the box, but it was a rocket, Winston.
Yeah, it was a good. It looks like Mitchell was, handle it comfortably, and it was he had good positioning for sure. Like it was going right towards the near post, but you would expect a goalkeeper from that angle to handle something like that. He did a good job.
That ball chipped in and coming out to grab it just off the turf, as Dobrovolsky has been impressive coming out, measuring those balls.
Yeah, he's managing his 18 very well, doing a good job. He did the same thing last week in Tampa, did fine. And that's what that's one of the things you expect of your goalkeepers. You gotta control not only the 6-yard box but the 18.
On the sprint and broken up.
Great defending there. Great defending.
Abu Bakar's come up big, Winston, a number of times.
They got 2 big kids. I mean, Pittsburgh has 2 big guys. They got Greenspan and Abu Bakar. big guys, both 6'2", one over 190 pounds.
Yeah, Greenspan, he's 6'6".
Yep.
He's got that length. From midfield, directly down the middle, and a beautiful sliding knock away by Lalas
The Riverhounds would like to
Abubakar.
thank Cleveland Brothers for their generous support in providing tonight's T-shirt giveaway.
Athletic,
Thank you.
fast, strong. That's what you want in your center half. Yeah, you can see the big difference. You can see Greenspan. He's a good 4 inches over Abubakar.
You can see why Abubakar was drafted so highly, Winston. He is big-time talent, 6 foot, 180-pounder.
He's athletic and fast. That's what you expect in today's center halves, defenders.
Far side of the box. And beautiful play. Greenspan comes to help. Solto is there.
Good defending by Louisville. Both guys on to George Davis, 4th.
Yeah, he is not an easy cover, George Davis, the 4th. He was all USL first team back in 2015 with Richmond. He has 3 goals already this season. And here comes Spencer. Battling as Abubakar does not agree with the call. Spencer shaking up a bit.
Not quite sure exactly what the call on that was. I mean, it's funny. Some referees call certain things one way, others call it a different way. I'm not.
That's probably where he scraped that knee with the cleat
Yeah, it
initially.
could have been.
But
I
then
think he could have been. You know, he could have.
It's a shoulder that is really hampering Luke Spencer. 6'2".
There's a lot of energy being exerted by both players pushing each other.
Yeah, it's quite a matchup between those two talented players. Spencer played collegiately at Xavier. 29 goals, 21 assists in his career. A local product out of Cincinnati.
Oh, both big guys. I mean, both strong,
It's
big,
time
strong
for the
guys.
DoubleTree by Hilton.
You're going to
Lucky
have that
Road
stuff
cookie
happen
giveaway.
in a game.
At DoubleTree by Hilton, Pittsburgh Green Tree. Every little thing we do adds up to create a rewarding
Now there's a good look
experience
at
for our guests.
Luke receiving
Let's start
attention.
every stay with a warm chocolate chip cookie. The winning row
Jimenez
is
lining this one up.
106 Royale. Again, section
Hollingsworth
106
standing in front of him.
Enjoy your chocolate chip cookie.
Dangerous.
Man puts it right in, headed over the goal. That staying just in bounds, and that kicked and deflected off a Louisville player by Hollingsworth. That was dangerous, precarious spot right there, Winston.
Oh, it was a great ball. It was a good ball in. Actually, the Louisville guy jumped up pretty high just to get his head on it. He did great just to get his head on it. However, when you're whipping that ball in like that, and then swinging it into the goalkeeper, very, very difficult. I think it's a little bit easier for outswingers. A lot of people do in swingers now, and it's just very difficult. And a lot of times, it goes. You have to honor the first guy at the near post, and it goes right past the goalkeeper into the far post. In some instances, that's why it's dangerous.
Kevin Kerr looking to create an opportunity. Okai near side here on the run. Maloney.
Good ball by Okai. That was about a 40, 50-yard ball driven out wide right. That's what you need to do. You need to change the point of attack. He did a good job doing it.
Not many good looks so far for the Hounds. You could have a good look at Connor Maloney right there. Quickly sends it in. High point. There's Solto. Trying to find an opening here against a stout Louisville defense. Maloney tries to cross it. Hollingsworth. That came up a little bit short.
This is the best piece of work right now that Pittsburgh's done. Worked on that right side a little bit. Okay, let's just go over to the left side. See what kind of joy we can get out of that.
And you know they're looking for Herzog, their leading scorer. And a foul there right out in front to the dismay of some of the Louisville players.
Yeah, no question.
You see, sent to the turf there. There's Del Piccolo. Okai will line it up. It's Kevin Kerr. Seems to be okay.
There's no question. He's holding the ball, and actually, he did. And obviously, he's getting, he's getting pushed to the ground. No question about it. The captain, but he's doing the right thing. He's trying to hold the ball in a very strategic position, 18 yards out from goal. A lot of players just flick it and move it around, and they lose it, and then they lose the initiative. Let's see how. Let's see if it's just a shot from Herzog, or do they actually have some type of a play designed off this free kick.
Herzog, 5 goals on the season. The approach, tried to chip it over the defensive line there, and Louisville was able to knock it into the corner. In the air, Louisville again controlling.
Didn't really get a good header on it, the Pittsburgh defender.
A battle at midfield. Louisville with that early goal in the 6th minute. And that's where we stand here in the 31st minute, the first half. The long strides by Mark Anthony Kay, good looking athlete. Here he comes down the near side, and the cross is broken up. Spencer back on the field. Sent back in, and a save. Diving to his right by Trey Mitchell. That's a good one.
He managed to save that comfortably. The biggest thing is he needs to get everybody on all of his defense needs to be pushed up quickly, clear out of that penalty area, create a strong offside line.
Okay. Well, the Steel Army, you can hear them chanting in the background, encouraging their Riverhounds. Greenspan.
They've had the ball for a few minutes. It's games. Not every team, controls the whole game for 90 minutes. Not all the time. It ebbs and flows. Right now, Pittsburgh has a little bit of the game. They need to, capitalize on the possession that they've had right now. See OMB putting them under pressure. Louisville's a good defensive team, strong in the midfield, with Piccolo and a bend in there, Del Piccolo and a bend in there, nice and solid in front of the back four. It allows OMB and Spencer and Kay, those guys to go forward a little bit more freely and take some chances and put, the other team's back four under pressure. That's where it always starts anyway.
Yeah, they are pressuring right now, but a foul is called. A little too aggressive there was Paulo Del Piccolo, the captain of this Louisville team.
Herzog tracking back all the way, defending.
Well, every game this season has been decided by a goal or less for Pittsburgh. And they have scored exactly 1 goal in the last 6 games. Pittsburgh needs a goal to tie right now. Here comes Maloney with the interception. Kerr trying to find the left-handed shot, or footed shot just over the bar. A good look there by Herzog. Quick release, Winston.
Well, he did. Yeah, he had a crack at it. And you turn around and you said, yeah, that you gotta have a shot. Actually, there's a player coming alongside Herzog that I thought if he could have held it just for a split second longer and played him into the penalty area, that might have been a better opportunity. But, here we are. you know, quite a distance away, you know, saying what he could or could not have done. Just looked like a little bit of a better opportunity. It's those split-second decisions attacking that make all the difference in the world.
And that header, another
tremendous defending.
Yeah.
Tremendous defending. That's the reason why they have him on loan. Great defending by Bakar.
Yeah, that's a tough cover right there too, Mark Anthony Kaye.
Oh, he's a tall guy, and he gets in the penalty area. We were talking about it before. You know, 10, 7, K, Owenby. They get in the penalty area and they put pressure on the defenders. That, by the way, is quality cross too. That's what I call a quality cross. Wasn't along the ground, getting cut out the near post, back in the middle to the far post, puts enormous pressure on Pittsburgh's defense. Great defending though.
Lalas Abubakar has come up big numerous times in front of Trey Mitchell, who's been under pressure pretty consistently here in the first half.
I think between the two goalkeepers, I think definitely the quality opportunities are what Louisville's created. Put Pittsburgh under some tremendous pressure. Abubakar's done great. He's done a great job defending.
A little push from behind committed by Del Piccolo. Greenspan. You can see him with those bright shoes on and the camouflage jerseys here on military night. And here comes Luke Spencer looking for Davis the fourth. Nice play by Okai.
Excellent play by Okai. Great defending, but the ball cannot be given up like that in your own half, given up to Louisville. It set Louisville 40 yards away from your goal. Instead of going 80 yards, you're only going 40.
There's Kay. Beautiful ball headed away as he put it in terrific position. Mark Anthony Kaye. He missed the first couple of games of the season. He had an international call up to the Canadian under-23 national team, and he earned man of the match honors in a victory over Uzbekistan.
Where did that ball go to? It went to Owenby. Both those players are putting enormous pressure on the back four of Pittsburgh at the moment. Don't really have an answer for it.
In the air again, Abubakar, as he has been outstanding.
Well, that's going to be a keeper for Columbus Crew, that's for sure. I can't see him, you know, staying out of Columbus's first team for long. He's a good, solid player, fifth in the MLS Super Draft. He's fifth for a reason.
Kevin Kerr, a couple of assists this season. Greenspan.
Doesn't look like Louisville is giving Pittsburgh much of a chance in the midfield at all. That can't happen. Cannot give the ball up. Good work by Soltro. Good job there, but that ball almost was given up on the halfway line. It was almost a 2-on-1.
An interception here by Jimenez. And here comes Louisville. Jimenez tracked down nicely. Good play by Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth, 41st pick overall back in 2016.
Well, they got both of them on Columbus on loan. Hollingsworth and Maloney, both on the right-hand side.
Don't forget, we're raffling off tonight's player jerseys with proceeds from the raffle.
You'd think that they probably have some kind of understanding, although I'm not sure how they play them or use them in Columbus. You think they'd have some understanding of what they can and can't do between the two of them. And I would guess that David Brandt would think, okay, fine, they know each other pretty good. We have a good chance of getting down that that right-hand side.
Now look at Greenspan all over the backfield. And it takes a little shove in the back by Kay. That's not going to harm Joe. He is a tough guy. Naval Academy graduate.
Yep, in 2014.
Received on loan from Minnesota United FC. Greenspan, 37 clearances, 17 tackles. Also has an assist. Solto, those quick feet. Nice feed ahead to Okai.
There's just not a lot of space in the midfield.
No.
Or you can see, I mean, soon as Louisville gets the ball, Pittsburgh is on them in the midfield. As soon as Pittsburgh gets the ball, Louisville's on them in the midfield. They're just, even the back four, Herzog and Kerr, both putting the back four under pressure. Same exact thing that Louisville's doing to Pittsburgh. There you go. Owenby's free on the right-hand side.
Oh, here he comes into the box.
Dangerous.
What a move.
Danger.
And a kick and a sliding tackle out front. What a play by Maloney.
Oh, that was unbelievable by Maloney. He did a brilliant job there. That was a goal. Goal, period. End of story. He got past Akubakar. And how he hit, I don't think he meant it. He hit it right off his head.
Davis thought he had a goal, Winston.
Oh, totally. Maloney made a tremendous diving effort there. Saved a goal, period. End of story. To win 2-0 with 5 minutes left in the first half. Great time to score a goal for Louisville. It would be a great time for Pittsburgh to score and equalize.
Davis the fourth. Kay. Near takeaway, but Kay keeps it in and away from Maloney. And a foul call.
A yellow card has been issued to the Riverhounds, number 28, Lalas
Yellow card
Abubakar.
issued to Lalas Abubakar. You can see Corey Herzog right in the middle of that pack. George Davis the fourth.
Really shouldn't be dangerous. And what you need to, it shouldn't be dangerous from a shot from this distance with the proper wall. What is dangerous, though, are the deflections. And what also is dangerous is players. Normally other plays, set pieces, they're going to have plays around this where players are running off the ball.
Yeah.
That's what you have to watch for.
Well, let's see what Coach James O'Connor draws up here.
To score from here is going to have to be a pretty unbelievable shot, I'm fairly certain.
Davis the fourth, 3 goals and assists this season. The boot right into the wall. Davis will go track this down.
Hoist it up. He's going to hoist it and put it into the, well, there you go right there.
Nice steal. Here come the Hounds on the counter. Far side. He's got a player on the far side, goes to the middle, and the shot will roll to the right of the net. Yeah, Winston, you saw somebody darting in from the perimeter.
He had a great chance. He had a great chance, playing a guy out on the left-hand side, cut inside, create the space, knock it out wide left, let that guy cross it in. He passed the ball to Kerr, unfortunately, and Kerr had very little time to do anything with it and just try to toe poke it, and that went wide of the goal.
That Rivulski nearing the end of the first half. Maloney trying to keep it in bounds. A couple minutes remain here. Half number one, Louisville up 1-0. Now they've been gliding down that right side, as you pointed out, Winston, beginning their attacks a number of times. Taylor Washington out of Summers, New York. At midfield with about a minute and a half remaining in the first half. Is Louisville content to run a little clock here, Winston, or they look for an attack opportunity now?
I think they just don't want to give anything up. Of course they want to, like they're trying to, but what I'm saying is right now you want to keep the ball. And it's so tight in the midfield, it's tough, but they have to keep the ball. And then they need to change the point of attack as well. It's the only way you're going to take pressure off your team. That's the only way. And don't give up. Don't give the ball away so easily or cheaply. There you go, right?
Hard hit. Kay.
That definitely is a foul for sure.
Fouling Connor Maloney. A yellow card is served to Kay, and now Kay will go check on Connor Maloney and said, "Get away from me."
Yellow card, I'm not sure. Foul, definitely.
A yellow card has been issued to Louisville City's number 7, Mark.
Connor Maloney was not happy with that play. Really took a hit.
Some referees are quick to pull the yellow card out. Some aren't. Some have a word with them. Probably have a word with Kay. Tell him, next time that happens, I'm going to pull out a yellow card on you.
An extra minute has been added here.
That to me is giving the ball away cheaply. You want to keep that. You got to keep the ball there. You absolutely have to keep it.
Couldn't connect. A foot race. Greenspan with his 6'6" length moves so well for a defender with that height.
Good clearance by Louisville. Good smart clearance. Get the ball out. They just lost the ball easily and giving Louisville an opportunity like right now.
Pittsburgh does not want to give up another one here at the close. Just a few seconds left. The kill and sent into the box. Abu Bakar heads it, and leaping to seize it is Mitchell.
You just cannot already give the ball away so easily like that. You can't, and put your team under pressure, particularly in your own half. You got to spring the guy on the left-hand side, wide open. There you go, right there. Should have gone there in the first place.
There's a little give and go, and the race is on. And taken away. Nicely done by Louisville. And that will close the first half. Louisville City FC leading 1-0. A goal scored by Luke Spencer in the 6th minute. As the Steel Army urging their team on, as I'm sure the Hounds will come out with intensity in the second half after Coach Dave Brandt talks to his team at the half, trailing 1-0. There is the goal by Spencer off of the assist from Owen Bate. 1-0 Louisville.
Through the years, you've done right by investing in your home. And now, you can use that equity to borrow money for the things you need. With a low 1.99% APR and no fees, you can apply for a home equity loan online and use the money to upgrade to that minivan, make home improvements, or finance college. At Clearview, we can help you find ways to use the equity in your home for more important. Let us help. Visit us online for more information. Clearview Federal Credit Union, the next generation of personal banking.
You could spend lots of time searching lots of used car websites. Or just visit Cochran.com to see lots and lots of vehicles.
More used cars, more ways to buy them. Shop Cochran.com now.
Stay low, stay low. Change of speed, explode, explode. Trust it. Very nice, very nice.
Call 412 Doctors for an appointment with an orthopedic specialist at Allegheny Health Network.
Can you hear me? Yeah. How many times have you done it before? You good? Yeah. Okay. You got 50 seconds. Yep, just stay here for a little bit. Hold for that. Yeah.
Call 412 Doctors for an appointment with a sports medicine specialist at Allegheny Health Network.
With hundreds and hundreds of pre-owned vehicles for every budget, Number One Cochran is the one and only place you need to shop.
More used cars, more ways to buy them. Shop Cochran.com now.
And welcome back to the beautiful Highmark Stadium. As you see the Fort Pitt Bridge in the background, it is 1-0 Louisville City FC. An early goal has pleased their crowd. Look at the two crowds mixing very nicely, playing well together. The teams have been battling, and there's been a battle at the midfield, Winston. We'll take a look at the stats here for the first half. You can see Louisville City, many more opportunities, Winston.
Well, I think many more bona fide opportunities, definitely. I think you can talk about possession all you want, but so much of it, there was not so many balls were given away cheaply in the midfield, and players, when Pittsburgh got the opportunity to attack, instead of maybe holding the ball a split second or two longer and bringing other players in, they're knocking it off early, losing it, and then they got to go running, chasing after Louisville. From that point of view, if they can just hold on to the ball longer, not give it away so cheaply in the midfield and in the attacking third, they're going to have some opportunities. Louisville's going to give them some opportunities. Having said that, Louisville's doing some of the same things. However, they've capitalized on getting the ball wide, particularly to Owenby, and now Kay getting wide on the left. They've created a lot more quality opportunities. Good crosses into the box. Akubakar for Pittsburgh doing a great job at the back with his athleticism, heading the ball. If it wasn't for him and Maloney that one time, the ball comes off of his head, it's over. I mean, it's a 3-0 game.
The Hounds hoping to put that possession edge and time into more quality opportunities, as you said, get some more shots on goal, give Corey Herzog some good looks. He has 5 goals on the season. This team really relies on his energy and shot-making ability. Herzog with 5 goals on the season, 12 shots on goal. It is 1-0 Louisville. It is just a beautiful night for soccer here from Pittsburgh.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh.
It only takes a moment to make a moment.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
Here's your check.
Oh, you got it. Since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
We've raised the stakes. Expectations are high. Our biggest season yet will break records with elite players and future stars. Innovative technology and new homes. We're growing the game in our communities, and across the nation. Are you ready?
The CONCACAF Gold Cup kicks off in July with Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, hosting the U.S. men's national team versus Martinique on July 12th.
I've been in many stadiums in the United States throughout my career, and there's not a finer venue than Raymond James. So I think I can say on behalf of CONCACAF and U.S. Soccer, we're thrilled to be coming here in July, and it's going to be an exciting time.
Coach Arena and the Cup finished the day with a visit to the USL corporate offices in Tampa.
The growth of the sport in our country has grown tremendously. Everywhere in the United States, you can find a soccer club, and that's obviously is attributed to the growth of USL as well as Major League Soccer. So the sport in our country has grown tremendously, and we should be real proud of where we are in 2017.
For USL Network, I'm Morgan Conklin.
And you're looking at Highmark Stadium. It is 1-0 at the half as some youth groups getting into the action at halftime. All the Riverhound fans enjoying a beautiful evening here at Highmark Stadium.
Hundreds of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Number One Cochran is the one and only place you need to shop.
More used cars, more ways to buy them. Shop Cochran.com now.
Through the years, you've done right by investing in your home. And now, you can use that equity to borrow money for the things you need. With a low 1.99% APR and no fees, you can apply for a home equity loan online and use the money to upgrade to that minivan, make home improvements, or finance college. At Clearview, we can help you find ways to use the equity in your home for more important things. Let us help. Visit us online for more information. Clearview Federal Credit Union, the next generation of personal banking.
Can you hear me? Yeah. How many times have you done it before? You good? Yeah. Okay. You got 50 seconds. You have to stay here for a little bit. Hold for that. Yeah?
Call 412 Doctors for an appointment with a sports medicine specialist at Allegheny Health Network.
Stay low, stay low. Change of speed, explode, explode. Trust it. Very nice, very nice.
Call 412 Doctors for an appointment with an orthopedic specialist at Allegheny Health Network.
You could spend lots of time searching lots of used car websites. Or just visit Cochran.com to see lots and lots of vehicles.
More used cars, more ways to buy them. Shop Cochran.com now.
We are back. The Pittsburgh Riverhounds 3-game winning streak on the line here. Their 3-game clean sheet streak has been ended right away here tonight with Louisville getting that quick goal as the Louisville City FC fans appreciate their team in the lead, looking for their 4th win of the season. Take a look at some of the first half highlights. And here, right at the start, there's that header that almost well defended, but Louisville creating numerous opportunities, Winston.
Yep, and I think this is the goal here. Like, he just ghosted in. Spencer got in on the back of Abu Bakar and then just drifted right out, pulled away. Abu Bakar lost him, and just had a simple tap in. That was early in the game. No one likes to get goals scored against him within the first 5 minutes of the game.
Now, Owenby almost set up a second one right there. Owenby, you've been impressed with his play there, taking a shot. Good save there by Trey Mitchell. And Spencer battling with Abu Bakar all night long. And Louisville keeping the pressure on throughout the first half.
Mitchell's made some comfortable saves. Nothing, totally out of the ordinary. As well as the Louisville goalkeeper, he's done a good job controlling his penalty area. Abu Bakar, however, has had a tremendous first half, though, other than just what appeared to be, losing Spencer the first few minutes of the game for that goal. His athleticism, heading ability, defending, he's done brilliantly. Right there, you can see Maloney, great save.
What a play!
A tremendous save. That was 2-0 right there.
And there's Maloney, took a hard hit there and took exception to it. Look at the upcoming matches for the Riverhounds. They go on the road at Harrisburg in that rivalry match. Come back home to face Orlando City June 3rd here at Highmark at 7 o'clock. And then we'll face Louisville again on the 17th.
Looks like they'll be coming to my neck of the woods on June 22nd, down visiting the Rowdies, who are number one in the league at the moment. So, yeah, they definitely have their work cut out for them. Going to Orlando, Tampa, Toronto, and Louisville. They just beat Toronto on May 3rd, 1-0. So that's playing them pretty quick, back-to-back.
Louisville City, taking a look at their upcoming schedule, they'll go to Charleston. That'll be quite a battle. And they've got New York on the road as well in the near future.
There's quite a few. Looks to me like there's quite a few away games in both teams' future.
Yeah.
So Charlotte is no easy. That is not an easy game. They're a good team. They're up and coming. They're playing again on the 17th. So they have their work cut out for them themselves. Red Bulls are the defending champions for USL. So anytime you play them, that's a big challenge.
Look at that skyline above the Monongahela River. What a setting this is. I mean, what a unique stadium here, Highmark. Opened in 2013. It's right in Station Square, and there's probably no better place to watch a game around the country.
The train coming by. There's some great in the USL. There's some great parks, just as in the MLS. Great parks on the waterfront, right in Philadelphia Union. Great park, and the Union play there with the river flowing by it. Tampa Bay Rowdies play right there in Tampa Bay. Beautiful with all the boats and the settings. Here is gorgeous on the Monongahela. It's a great setting. It's almost like you want to camp out, have a little bit of a little picnic, bring the kids out a couple hours early. I'm sure they probably do it. We just haven't seen it.
And then not
enjoy
leave.
it. Yeah, walking up and down the
see the skyline.
Sure, you can. It's awesome. I'm sure there's plenty of parks and walkways to do that around this general vicinity.
Yeah, or you can take in the game from your beautiful boat. There.
Yeah, look at that little boat going across. That's awesome.
You and I would be in a rowboat, but
oh, totally.
I
a little
prefer
dinghy.
that one.
A little dinghy. I like that with a nice glass of red wine. Oh, for sure.
Or a canoe. Underway here, second half. The Riverhounds need one to tie it up. Let's see if they can get a quick goal at the beginning of the second half. Louisville struck in the first few minutes to begin this game.
Well, you know that it's tight in the midfield. Both teams are going to put pressure, they're going to put pressure on each other. So it's a question of who can control the midfield, who can keep the ball longer and create quality possessions. I think Louisville in the first half clearly managed to keep the ball a little bit longer, but kept more of the ball and created some quality opportunities, particularly through Owenby.
Now watch out now, Kay, and that hit the post. Whoa, that was close to being a quick goal here in the second half.
It actually looked like it went in. It was, it cleanly beat Mitchell, and he beat Mitchell just on power. It's nothing to do with the goalkeeper. He zipped that ball against the post, and not much Mitchell could do about it.
So dangerous there. Mark Anthony Kay with a left foot hit the far post. Looked like it was going to go in for a moment. And Pittsburgh fortunate there. We talked about Kay. He had that international call-up to the under-23 Canadian team and earned man of the match. There's an opportunity for Pittsburgh in that game against Uzbekistan. That put in and just nearing that was Herzog. His last 3 goals have been headers, Winston. That was almost a fourth.
Well, that was great play by the Louisville goalkeeper, no question about it. However, watch Maloney. He stabbed at the ball. If he could have just kept his composure on the rebound, goalkeeper's punched it. Maloney's come up and he's just stabbed at it. If he could have controlled the ball there, that's what I'm talking about. A little bit more composure on the ball. He might have been able to clip it back into the far post. They might have had an opportunity. Instead, it went out for a goal kick.
So 1-0 Louisville. It was nearly 2-zip, but Pittsburgh with a counterattack. Good look, maybe their best scoring opportunity of the night there. And here they come again. Kerr leads the way near side to Washington.
Well, Kerr right here is your captain. He's your forward. He's already back in the midfield, unless Brandt's pulled him back.
Greenspan, a beautiful lead ball, well defended by Louisville.
You don't want your center forward coming too deep to get the ball and creating opportunities. That leaves Herzog all on his own up front with little options for players trying to get one player against 4, getting them the ball.
Pittsburgh will retain possession. Hollingsworth.
It's one of the players on loan from Columbus Crew.
Second on the team in points with 6.
Promising young American player.
Couple goals, 2 assists. 670 minutes. That lofted in, beautiful play. And the shot, and another one hit the post. And that one by Kerr.
Good opportunity, very, very composed by Herzog there. That's what I'm talking about. Showed some composure, kept the ball, and created an opportunity for Kerr. Unlucky they hit the post, but it was just they could have easily gone in, just like the other opportunity that Louisville had just a couple of minutes ago.
Let's take a look at this.
This is what I'm talking about. Good composure by Herzog. It did everything right. Yep, did everything right. That's the kind of opportunities that I call are quality opportunities. They have a few more of those, they're bound to score.
That was a great gather by Herzog. Put it right on the money to Kerr. And Pittsburgh nearly tied it.
You need to have multiple of those opportunities in the game. One, that's not going to be good enough.
This is Tarek Morad moving it ahead. Played at UC Irvine. 28 clearances on the season for Morad.
Never sure what all those statistics mean sometimes, Ari. Clearances, blocks, things like that. Yeah, I think I understand that and I get it. But you're either going to be either a good defender, you're smart, and you're savvy, or you're not.
Yeah, beautiful
cut and
head
dry
pat.
to me.
Kerr in the box. Puts it out front and just a step behind it. So seizing it was Dobrovolsky.
Good work by Kevin Kerr. Kept it, controlled it. Goalkeeper had to do a good job by Louisville to cut it out.
Okay. So terrific action here to begin the second half. Both teams have sparked their energy up and intensity. Pittsburgh with a number of quality opportunities. And nice defense there, denying Ownby. Great play by Taylor Washington.
Did a good job. Washington did very good. Actually, he was involved. It was Washington did a great job. Tremendous energy and effort defending.
Yeah, we saw that from Taylor in the Harrisburg victory here at Highmark earlier in the season. And a shot just kicked away. Coming out was Mitchell Greenspan.
Good work by Mitchell. Good work by Spencer. That was good. Good ball played in. Mitchell dove at his feet, brave as a lion. Got to like that from your goalkeeper. Tough for didn't give Spencer any space at all. And Greenspan was right on the line to clean up.
Yeah, Greenspan, one of those players always in the right spot. 4 seasons playing for Coach Brandt at Navy. There's the corner. Instead, they kick it out. Get it right back, sent in on the second time. Okai is there. And on the breakout, the Riverhounds look for an advantage.
Good ball. Good ball. That's what we're talking about, changing the point of attack.
Herzog sent to the turf.
You got to get guys in the penalty area now. You can see the Louisville back four. No one's running past them. You got to get past those back four and put them under pressure and get them running towards their own goal.
Okai tried to chip it in. Works against Ownby. Herzog actually played with James O'Connor, the head coach of Louisville. They were teammates down at Orlando City.
Yeah, he's had started out in New York, and then he went to Orlando City. Played with the Tampa Bay Rowdies for a season, and seems to have found a home here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he is 7th all time for the Riverhounds in goals scored. His next one will move up to 6th. Ownby, so crafty, and that. I don't know if that was a shot heading to the far post, but it hit his own man.
Yeah, good movement in there in the penalty area. Some nice combination play by Louisville. They're nice and they're good and patient. You can see their season. They've all played together up front. Makes a huge difference.
DePiccolo feeding the far side into the box. Across.
Good work by Greenspan.
Away, yeah.
Good work by Greenspan. Good ball in. Good work by Greenspan.
Now, you talked about the Louisville team being able to work together all season long. Is it difficult? You look at the Pittsburgh team, they bring in a couple guys on loan recently.
Mm-hmm.
How is that a challenge to incorporate guys?
That's a great question, Harry. And I think defensively, it's a little bit easier to do and knit together than it is going forward and attacking, because it's almost it's an unspoken thing going forward. You can't you just have to do things on the spur of the moment and know where players are going to run and what they're planning on doing, what their inclinations are with the ball. If you do, that's huge.
Yeah.
And it's almost like an intuitive type of thing. Yeah, instinctive, intuitive. You can forge that much quicker defensively than you can, than you can attacking wise. And when you have injuries up front, that's tough to overcome. There you go, right there.
Almost a giveaway.
Yep.
Ooh, dangerously, Louisville played it back to their goalkeeper,
Smart.
Dabrowski.
Yeah, the goalkeeper was very, very smart. Yeah, he did great. Anticipated that might happen. Cleared it out. No problem for the goalkeeper. He did excellent. That's called anticipation and reading the game. Well done. And he just gets on with his life after that. Doesn't need to yell at 12 other people and tell them he made a mistake. Yeah, it was short-armed or short-legged the pass back. Didn't want to do it, didn't mean to do it, but it happened.
And Maloney, good use of the body.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You cannot have, you can't lose the ball in your own half. Pittsburgh seems to be doing a lot better the second half.
Trying to move that ball up in the direction of the locomotive towards the Louisville end.
Well, you combine over on that side, on the right-hand side, and then you switch the point of attack over to the left-hand side quickly. But you don't hold the ball. You get down that line and you cross it.
You talked about the game being clogged up at the midfield, Winston, and that what you would advise Pittsburgh to spread the field and reverse the ball quickly?
Well, it's, in all fairness to both teams, they're putting a lot of pressure. It's not like you have a lot of time in the midfield to do that. But the quicker you think about it, what you're planning on doing with the ball when you get it, you can make that happen. You can't keep going down when there's probably, 10 or 12 players in a very small area. If they're in a small area, there's going to be an open area on the other side of the field. You got to switch the point of attack. And then when you do that, you have to take advantage of it. You have to get that ball down to the byline and cross it.
A long ball and streaking towards it, keeping it in, sending it towards the net. Almost an impossible angle and hit the side of the net. Great effort, though, and terrific hustle there by Herzog.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a chance. It's 1 in 100 if you hit that. If you can hit it quick enough and maybe slip it in between the goalkeeper's legs. It was a very, very cute angle. Very hard to deal with that. And it's going away from him all the time too.
Ari Shannock along with Winston Dubose, who had 14 caps with the U.S. national soccer team from 1979 to 1985. Great to have you on the broadcast, Winston.
Well, I think we're having a lot of fun. It's a good competitive game. Louisville's making it much more competitive this second half. Or, pardon me, Pittsburgh on that.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, terrific energy. You know that Coach Brandt probably got the enthusiasm intensity up during his halftime speech. This man right there has been a big, bright spot for Coach Brandt and the Riverhounds. Lalas Abubakar. He's been outstanding.
That's what you're expecting from your midfielders. Soltro, he needs to be able to, maybe not in that instance, but your midfielders need to be able to open it up, get it wide, and they need to be able to thread it to the forwards as well, to Kerr up front and to Herzog. Put it either a little bit in front of them or right at their feet so they can control it. It's not the easiest thing to control on, an artificial turf. That ball sometimes skips and runs away from you or gets caught under your feet.
Okay, giving chase. Ownby, he is a facilitator. An expert at creating chances. Lost one, and Greenspan is there to deflect. Back to Ownby. So savvy out there, Winston.
He's done a good job. Good job for Louisville. He played a good game against Tampa last week.
Connor Maloney has departed. Ben Fitzpatrick has entered the game for Pittsburgh. Herzog looking for his partner Kerr. And here they come down the near side.
Now,
Herzog.
Can someone help Herzog? That's the question.
Yeah, he was waiting. Not much help coming there, Winston.
Well, you got the ball there in a great position up at the top of the penalty area. You got to be able to hold the ball. You got to bring other players into play. Chances of him scoring there, slim, very, very slim. And he didn't get a good shot off either. But players are running to help you from deep line positions.
Yeah.
You got to let them join in, or eventually they're not going to make those runs because they know they're not going to get the ball. Looks like you got a substitution coming on for Maloney here.
You can take part in
here comes the substitution. Ben Fitzpatrick will check in for Coach Brandt, and the Riverhounds made his pro debut on the 15th of April. Started 14 games at Ohio State last season.
Who played for John Bloom at Ohio State.
And he was one of the real bright spots in that disappointing defeat to Chicago FC United in the second round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. But Coach Brandt was very happy at Fitzpatrick's performance. The Hounds played their bottom 11 in that game, Winston, but certainly a great opportunity for those guys to get experience.
Well, I think that's what you do. Some coaches treat the Open Cup. Everybody treats it differently. These guys, they got to get experience playing in something that's pretty serious competition, and that is. And here it comes here.
The strike and a save. Offsides was called as Corey Herzog disagrees.
Good save by the goalkeeper, too. Nice and big and strong, although he was only offsides. And Herzog hit the target. Give him plenty of credit. Lashed it. Good, strong shot.
Dobrovolsky was there. He's looking for his third clean sheet of the season.
Long way to go. 28 minutes left, that's for sure. A long way for both teams. But Louisville Pittsburgh in the second half, has definitely taken more of the initiative.
If you think
and it's created some more opportunities.
If you think Louisville looks pretty comfortable out here, maybe it's because they played here Wednesday night and have been here in Pittsburgh for a few days. They played their Open Cup game here at Highmark with a 9-0 victory over the Tartan Devils. That was a franchise record 9 goals. They will now face FC Cincinnati in the third round. And the winner of that game will host the Columbus Crew in the fourth round.
Well, they're going to have that's going to be an all kind of local area kind of feel to it, that's for sure. That'll, in Columbus, Cincinnati. That's a rivalry in itself. They're developing that into a really nice rivalry. There's a lot of people that go to Cincinnati games now, probably upwards between 20 and 25,000 a game. Fantastic story for USL. Absolutely unbelievable. Definitely worth taking that game in.
So Romeo Parks has checked in for Coach Brandt and the Hounds. And there you can see Romeo. He's hard to miss. He's got terrific size and speed. 6'3", 195-pounder out of St. Mary, Jamaica.
And he's played for the Jamaican senior team.
Pittsburgh on the break. Here's an opportunity to save. Another save. He has been terrific. Limited chances. Dobrovolsky has come up big.
Hollingsworth, tremendous effort by Hollingsworth. Great effort. Excellent. Put it on target. Louisville goalkeeper made a tremendous save. Nice and big. Tremendous save.
And here's Kerr with the corner. Into the box, headed away by Luke Spencer. They get it back to Kevin. And it ping-pongs around. The Hounds trying to keep it on their end. They trail it 1-0. Getting back to Parks. He scored his first international goal for Jamaica in a friendly. And that was against Cuba back in 2015. Also played in the El Salvadorian League, professional league, top tier. He did have 6 caps and 5 goals with the Hounds last season.
Yeah, it looks like they're putting Parks up front. It appears.
The Riverhounds would like to thank FC Schalke.
It appears they've dropped Kerr back just a little bit in the midfield. They put Parks up front. Have a little bit more. Kerr keeps the ball. A good player keeps possession of the ball. They want a little bit more of that.
And Kerr chips it in, coming out to punch it away. Greenspan is there with his height. As that driven in and deflected out of bounds. Another good opportunity for the Hounds. They've been much more active on their offensive end in this half.
I think Parks will give them a big presence as well up front. Louisville goalkeeper under tremendous pressure at the moment. He's done a great job.
Towards the far post, headed back.
Tremendous header. Great ball delivered in. Great header by Abubakar. You got to get someone to finish that ball at the back sticks. Good header back. That's a lot of athleticism to get all the way back there and head it back like that.
Well, Pittsburgh trying to tie this game up. Okai. Louisville's goal came in the 7th minute of this game. A terrific activity by Coach Brandt's team. And just trying to find the back of the net now. Pittsburgh, you would think their time of possession here in the second half is definitely in command of that category.
Well, it's certainly taking more of the initiative. There's no doubt about it. It looks like, I mean, it appears to me, and I could be wrong, that it looks like Thompson's been pulled out, and they put in, Parks in his place. They've given and putting Parks right up front with Herzog, and they brought, looks to me like they brought Kevin Kerr back towards in the midfield. It appears that way. Kind of tough to see from where we are. I think Kerr will give them a little bit more quality in that midfield from a passing perspective that they kind of need right now.
Yeah, that was Ben Fitzpatrick, one of the substitutes that came in for Coach Brandt. Coach Brandt, 4-time National Soccer Coach Association of America Coach of the Year in college. What's the transition like, Winston, going from college to the professional ranks as a coach?
I think it's a different mindset. I mean, you're getting paid for winning games. In college, you're trying to develop players. Obviously, you have to win, but it's a little bit of a different story. You're not playing the same number of games. You're not doing the same amount of travel, preparation, things like that. And you can expect a lot more out of players when you pay them. You expect better quality. It's a whole different kettle of fish, so to speak. Tremendous by Parks. That's
ooh, close. Romeo set up Herzog.
That, to me, that's a tremendous move. Putting pressure under a Louisville player, wins it. Maybe could have gone forward a little bit more. Herzog snatched at it, needs to hit that target.
Dobrovolsky.
I mean, he didn't have a gilt-edged chance by any means, but that's what that's what you want. You just want that one opportunity.
Dobrovolsky's got a big leg, and here comes Parks leading the attack, caught from behind. As Louisville turns it back their direction. Greenspan seals and allows Trey Mitchell to scoop it up.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time going on in the midfield, so Louisville had to get rid of it pretty quick, and it went forward quickly, allowed Mitchell to come out and collect it. Sometimes that's the only place to go. Sometimes, RJ, you got to knock a quick ball over the top, and can't always be perfect with your accuracy.
Greenspan will play it back to his goalkeeper Mitchell. Camouflage jerseys for the Riverhounds here tonight on Military Appreciation Night And there's a shot here coming up and just missed to the right of the goal. Wide right. Herzog got to be frustrated with that, Winston.
Well, no one's going to like me to say this, but you know that's the reason why he's playing in USL. I mean, he needs to finish that shot and put it on target. That's a great opportunity he had. You know, bounced, and that's when you have to take that deep breath and hit it on target. Make the goalkeeper make the save.
Louisville City.
5 goals on the season for Corey. His last 3 have been headers, trying to get that one in with a left foot. A terrific look. Kind of the defense ran past him there, Winston. Had an open net, but.
All right, I mean, you see it as much as I can. That's what you've been battling for the last 25 minutes to get that opportunity.
There's Kerr.
Well, you got 20 minutes left in the second half, and I'm sure if they continue to apply the same type of pressure, Coach Brandt's made some strategic changes in the second half that's allowing this to happen, and to keep possession, create some opportunities if they continue to do that. That's another example of Herzog. Instead of playing the ball on the ground to the guy's feet, he's clipped it up over his head. They've lost all the initiative.
And Parks lost his footing trying to gain his balance on that one.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's Del Piccolo. And Kyle Smith. You can hear the Steel Army. They're trying to fire up their team. They've been treated terrific action here in the second half. They just want one in the back of the net as Herzog gives chase.
That's where everybody in Pittsburgh has to close at the same time. Make it really, really tough on Louisville to keep the ball. That's what I'm talking about. Great ball out by Louisville to get off the pressure, get off that pressure on one side of the field, and they alleviate it, and they knock it over there. Good. The question right there is Louisville needed to do more with the ball when they had it.
Yeah, they had a Pittsburgh nice play by Patrick. There's another one by Fitzpatrick. Ben Fitzpatrick. Couple of nice takeaways.
Great run right now.
Into the box. Here comes help. The shot and a save. Boom. Down by Dobrovolsky as he has come up large here in the second half. That one struck in by Romeo Parks.
Well, I tell you right now, he's definitely earning his keep for this week because the second half, he had a few things to do in the first half, but the second half, Pittsburgh's put him under, has forced him to make some really good saves.
No, Pittsburgh flirting with that tying goal. Watch out, Ownby on the attack. Now against 2 defenders, we'll play it back.
That's what I mean right there. That's quality. Ownby demonstrated good patience, good quality. He stopped the ball, brought it back, allowed other Louisville players to get involved in the play. That's quality. Taking air out of the game. Letting that clock run down a little bit.
Yeah, Ownby, he's like having a coach on the field, isn't he, Winston?
I think he's a good, smart player. I think he's last time against Tampa, and tonight he's shown me a lot. He's one of their best players. That's for sure.
Played at the University of Virginia.
Smart guy. Smart.
Kerr, far side. Here come the Hounds. Parks is tripped up. Foul is called. And the Riverhound crowd appreciates the whistle, and hopefully Romeo is okay.
Well, he's a big load, man. He's
a
like,
big kid.
He's over 200 pounds. He's a big boy.
6'3", yeah, just about that 200-pound mark.
Yep. I mean, there's no question about it. It's a foul, no question.
That's a bad fall, too.
And he's not going anywhere with the ball. Louisville player could have easily just held him up, You know, just held him up, made sure he didn't. He did make sure his back was to goal.
Solto chips it back. A header, but nobody home. All blue jerseys as Abu Bakar was looking for a teammate. One to nothing, Louisville. Solto.
A yellow card has been issued to Louisville City's number 18, Paco Craig.
So that yellow card went to Paco Craig of Louisville.
Yep, their center half. He's had a quiet night, doing a good job at the back for Louisville.
Paco out of London, England. One of 3 players on this Louisville team who attended Young Harris College. Now, Paco was the Peach Belt Player of the Year, playing at Young Harris College. Pittsburgh has had their chances here in the second half and hope to continue to pressure and look for opportunities to tie this one.
We got a corner kick going.
Corner kick for Louisville City FC, who in 4th place with 12 points. Pittsburgh just ahead of them in 3rd with 14 points. The 3-match winning streak on the line here for the Riverhounds. So Trey Mitchell will look to get the Hounds started. As you look at the Fort Pitt Bridge in the background in this beautiful venue, Highmark Stadium.
I think it's going to be definitely a lot of pressure is going to be going on in the next 13 minutes, 14 minutes.
Okay, I was looking to connect with Parks. Dobrovolsky, a good anticipation all night, Winston.
He's done a great job of commanding his whole penalty area, I think. Tremendous job. He's come out, collected crosses well, punched well, commanded that whole area, made some key saves as well.
In the air, Washington working against Ownby. Ownby on the attack in the center. Comes to the right, another opportunity shot, and it punch away, save. Mitchell.
Strong by Mitchell. Good save, stood up big, he's a big strong kid, good save, but smart by Ownby, very smart. Oh, good save, nice and strong.
Luke Spencer was looking for his 2nd goal. The first tally was by the same duo, Ownby to Spencer. There's a good look at Trey Mitchell. Louisville like to pick up a goal and feel more comfortable with this lead. Nice sliding play there.
Good defending. Good defending by Pittsburgh.
That's Ben Fitzpatrick out of Hilliard, Ohio. There's a good look at Guy Abend, 6-footer out of Israel. 5 goals last season for Louisville. 80% passing accuracy this season for Guy.
He plays in that plays right next to Del Piccolo, and right in the midfield, the heart of Louisville's midfield. Does a great job. Nice holding midfielder, strong defensively, gives them a lot of stability between the forwards and the back 4. Allows those right and left backs to get forward. Well, Del Piccolo and
here comes Ownby again.
And he defend. Take care of that midfield.
Ownby tried to get a strike off towards goal. He's been busy setting up his teammates all night. Here he comes again on the attack. He's relentless. And that ball deflected away. Ownby has quite a game. And they may give Brian a break here. There's a good look at Joe Greenspan. Ownby. A little winded. He is.
He looks gassed.
Yeah. He's been at it since the opening kick. And that headed dangerously. Greenspan was collected it off of the hop. Out of the
Great
back,
play
Parks.
by Romeo. Excellent.
Look at the speed. Parks now waits for his teammates. Finds Washington. Right back nearly to Kevin Kerr. He tried to gather it, Winston.
That was a good move all the way around. That was a very positive soccer move, period, whatever team it is. Parks kept the ball, played it back, left back went forward. Nice dinky little cross to the far post. Good job all the way around. That was good soccer intelligence.
Fatigue starting to set in for a number of players. I believe Ownby will be substituted for.
Substitution. Number 11, Niall McCabe.
Coming in as Niall McCabe. Niall should have fresh legs, although I don't know how much sleep he's had because he missed last Saturday's game at Tampa for the birth of his son.
He might be an Irishman, Niall. Yeah, probably.
From Dublin, Ireland. You got Niall, Niall McCabe. He's also
will be a 20-minute
a grad from Young Harris College out of Georgia. McCabe with an assist this season, but congratulations to Niall on the birth of his son. Pittsburgh with Okai. Greenspan sends it up in the air far side. And a throw-in upcoming for the Riverhounds. Tosh will be coming in shortly for Louisville. For George Davis IV, who is another guy that looked a bit fatigued. He's done a lot of running here tonight. This guy doesn't look tired. Abu Bakar.
No.
He's got the talent, the stamina, all the tools that made him such a high draft pick. 5th overall to be exact in the super draft this year. Herzog. And Kerr. Kerr took a long shot as it sailed over the goal.
That's not a bad effort, though. Not a bad effort at all, Art, because you know, you're 30 yards out, 35 yards out. If he can get that ball to dip a little bit, it goes right over the goalkeeper's head and into the goal. I've seen those things happen.
Louisville City substitution.
Yeah, good effort there by Kevin.
Sean Tosh in for number 22, George Davis.
Sean Tosh has checked in the game, the defender out of Oswego, Illinois.
Well, that's a strategic move definitely by O'Connor, the Louisville coach, because you know he's looking. I can sew this game up. I can get 3 points. He's going to take. He took Davis the fourth off, a midfielder, an attacking midfielder, and he's put a defender on. So you know, he's basically saying, I'm not too much worried about scoring. I got to keep from being scored on, which is a good strategic coaching move.
Washington.
They want that 3 points.
The Hounds with Kerr. Looking to create.
You got to get Parks in that box. Parks is out there. You got to get the big man in the box. Got to put. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Louisville guys against 2 Pittsburgh guys. You got to get more Pittsburgh guys in the box, particularly Big Parks. I know Dave Brandt doesn't want Parks sitting out there on the right wing. Got to get the big man in there.
There's Washington. Hounds haven't beaten Louisville since August of 2015. They're 1-2-2 all time against Louisville City.
They can just be a little bit patient. Probably have an opportunity or 2 left in them.
They've had a strong second half. Everything but getting one on the scoreboard.
And a very strong second half. Probably the opportunity that I saw that was the best opportunity was Herzog's. Probably from 11 yards out, wide open, did not hit the target with his left foot.
Fitzpatrick. Parks above everybody with his size and quickness. Impressive athlete. Here he is battling. Both players pointing at each other as Parks works against Paulo Del Piccolo. And
yeah, they got definitely. Yeah. Del Piccolo looks to me like it's, I think it's maybe a second yellow card. I don't think he gave him a straight red. And
red card
probably for arguing. And
yeah, he's been in the officials' ears a few times tonight. You see, yeah, that's a good call there.
Tripping. It's
no
tripping
question.
for sure. Tripping. Is it a yellow? Not really sure, but the referee, for whatever reason, and once again, I'm not sure if it was a second yellow or a straight red. Kind of strong if it was a straight red.
I think it was the second yellow. So Del Piccolo, the captain of this team,
they're down to 10 men now,
will be sent off. So terrific opportunity for Pittsburgh here in the final minutes of this one.
And Louisville's used all their subs, so you can see Del Piccolo right now.
Yeah, that's why he's the captain.
Yep, he's urging them on. Love that. Love it. Love it. Good leadership.
Yeah, he played at the University of Louisville, part of that NCAA College Cup final team in 2010.
Love the leadership.
Kerr, man up for Pittsburgh as they look to tie. The Hounds looking for a crease here. The shot away. Asking for a foul in air. Great body control there by Corey.
Well, actually, to get a foot on it was pretty miraculous. I didn't expect that to happen. There's 3 other Louisville defenders around him.
Now he was surrounded by purple shirts. Watch out here. Greenspan and teammates. There's a shot. Will sail wide right. A good recovery defensively there, Winston.
You gotta put the ball on target. The game was over right there. Louisville puts the ball on target. That was a bad mistake, bad backheader by the left back for Pittsburgh. It gave Louisville a gilt-edged opportunity, I felt.
You could hear the Steel Army trying to get their team fired up. They need a goal to tie it. Beautiful pass headed by Kerr as Herzog battles. Parks will connect with Okai.
Got to get players in that penalty area. The big man, Big Parks, needs to get in that penalty area.
Sent in beautifully on the run, just unable to keep it in bounds. There'll be 2 minutes of stoppage as we approach the 90-minute mark. There's Devon Okai.
Throwing about everything but the kitchen sink at them right now, Pittsburgh is. They're trying their hearts out. They're trying their very, very best to equalize. And Louisville is clinging on.
Quite an effort by the Hounds under head coach Dave Brandt. Just continuing to fight throughout the second stanza.
Great defensive effort by Louisville, no doubt. Goalkeepers had a tremendous second half. Louisville's goalkeeper, no doubt.
Yeah, Dobrovolsky.
Yeah, he's had a great second half.
2 minutes stoppage time.
He's looking for number 3 in clean sheets this season. Pittsburgh came in with 3 consecutive shutouts. That was ended early on in the first minutes of this game. You see the Louisville fan base there.
Time is winding down, Ari. Not too much time left. And it's frustrating from a team's perspective. They want to get that ball. Spencer's doing the right thing, holding on to it, putting it in the corner. He's done the right thing.
Oh.
Smart player.
They're in no hurry.
Hold it. Nope. All he's going to do is get a foul. He's going to get a foul. The ball's going to go off. Most likely one of their players can get another throw in. More time wasting.
McCabe in no hurry is it. Now throwing it in is Kyle Smith. Just about 40 seconds remain for Pittsburgh. They need to mount an attack immediately. There's Kevin Kerr looking to get it started. Beautiful ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Changing point of attack.
Parks, the official got in the way. The crowd letting them hear about it. In a hurry, Mitchell will have to play it back. Greenspan, with just about 10 seconds left. Great long ball there. Fitzpatrick, see if they can get a shot away.
Great work by the young by the young Pittsburgh player. Put Louisville under pressure. They're just going to take their time.
Yeah, this one could be stopped at any second now. Kyle Smith taking his time. Parks, as the Hounds will try to get a shot away. Parks kicking it forward. Fitzpatrick tripped out. The clock continues to wind down. Hollingsworth.
As a reminder, fans, if you have one of the winning tickets, please record to the
As you see Joe Greenspan.
Big Joe better get up there because you need his height. He can't be arguing with the referee back there. He needs to get up there. Maybe even the goalkeeper.
Kevin Kerr, last opportunity. Maybe, and headed away by Louisville.
Dangerous.
Very terrific play there by Tarek Morad to seal the deal for Louisville City FC.
Final score, Louisville City 1.
Fought the Riverhounds off. Pittsburgh, they looked many times like they were going to tie this game, Winston. But Louisville survives, and they'll take the big W on the road.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh played a totally different. They had the opportunity to play a totally different game in the second half. They did tremendous. Put Louisville under pressure the whole second half. Had a great opportunity. The best opportunity was Herzog, left foot from 12 yards out. Couldn't bury it. Couldn't even hit the target.
So 1-0. Louisville City will be back with the highlights and to wrap it up from Pittsburgh.
With hundreds and hundreds of pre-owned vehicles for every budget, Number One Cochran is the one and only place you need to shop.
More used cars, more ways to buy them. Shop Cochran.com now.
Can you hear me? Yeah. How many times have you done it before? You good? Yeah. Okay. You got 50 seconds. You have to stay here for a little bit. Hold for that. Yeah.
Call 412-DOCTORS for an appointment with a sports medicine specialist at Allegheny Health Network.
Stay low, change of speed, explode, Trust it. Very nice. Very nice.
Call 412-DOCTORS for an appointment with an orthopedic specialist at Allegheny Health Network.
You could spend lots of time searching lots of used car websites. Or just visit Cochran.com to see lots and lots of vehicles.
More used cars, more ways to buy them. Shop Cochran.com now.
Well, the Louisville crowd is happy they made the trip. They see their team win it 1-0 here against a tough Riverhound team, as Pittsburgh fought and fought here on a beautiful evening in downtown Pittsburgh to tie this game. Had some terrific opportunities. We'll take a look at some of the highlights. They just could not put one back in the back of the net. As we see Louisville here with Ownby.
You're going to see Spencer lost his marker, and that, unfortunately, was Abubakar. Lost Abubakar. He pulled off of Abubakar. He lost him. Tap in at the back post. Easy goal. Good ball by Ownby. Very good ball by Ownby.
Ownby with his first assist. That was Luke Spencer's second goal of the season. Under duress in the first half was Trey Mitchell multiple times. Louisville had numerous opportunities to put that second goal on the board. Pittsburgh did a great job keeping it close, giving themselves an opportunity here. You see Abubakar with a terrific
came up
header
with a
there,
terrific game, no question about that. That's Maloney. Great block with his head, not with his feet. That's called using your head, that's for sure. But the
yellow card was issued early on to Kay. Maloney took exception. Said, I can get up, I don't need your help.
Totally different deal in the second half. Totally different deal in the second half. Pittsburgh all over him.
Great pass there to Kerr.
Plenty of opportunities. This good save very good save by the Louisville goalkeeper there. Tremendous shot by Hollingsworth. Here, it's not this one, that one.
Right
That's
there.
the opportunity, the gilt-edged opportunity that he should have at least hit the target. Really needed to score.
And Parks with another terrific save there off of Parks. Dobrovolsky came up big in the second half.
The Louisville goalkeeper played exceptional in the second half. Kept him in it.
Nice save there by Trey Mitchell. Keeping it close.
Both goalkeepers played very well tonight. And what is a classic example to me of Louisville scoring early and playing really tight, great defense, and getting a result. And Pittsburgh left wanting.
That was a good look at Dobrovolsky. And we take a look at the match stats. Pittsburgh really evened it out. They were Louisville with that big commanding lead in shots on target after the first half. Well, look at that. Pittsburgh came back, really battled, win the possession battle.
Almost to me, Ari, it was a game of two halves. Louisville dominated possession-wise and opportunities, created some nice opportunities first half. They just scored early, and they started locking it up. In the second half, Pittsburgh was all over them, could not convert, but they had some quality opportunities, in particular the one from Herzog. I'm not sure the exact minute. Should have at least hit the target and buried it. That's what you pay him to do. There are some other good opportunities as well. Cannot fault Pittsburgh's effort. Tremendous effort by Louisville. Louisville got a great result tonight.
A great ball game here as Pittsburgh unable to tie it. Louisville fans loving it as their team picks up their fourth victory of the year. They improved to 4-1-3. Now with 15 points, Pittsburgh drops to 4-4-2 with 14 points. Great to see this terrific crowd out here at beautiful Highmark Stadium, and what a treat and fantastic second half action. The fans treated to some terrific USL soccer.
I thought it was It was a great battle, particularly in the midfield. Great battle all game. Both teams played their hearts out. Thought it was, it was just who took the chances and who had the opportunities and took the chances.
So Louisville wins it 1-0 for Winston DuBose. I'm Ari Shannock. Thanks for watching, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.